Good morning, children. Welcome back to your moral science class. Hope you all are fine and safe at home. This is Jyothimol, your moral science teacher. Okay, let's start today's class. Today, in this session, I am going to deal with the second part of our portion. I mean page number 20, 21, 22 of our moral science textbook. Do you remember the name of our lesson? Yes, the name of our lesson is The Essence of Being Human. So, before moving ahead with the second part or before moving ahead with the new portion, I would like to sum up the topic that I taught you in the last class. In our last class, we discussed an excerpt taken from a talk on human dignity given by Reverend Desmond Tutu. Who is he, children? Reverend Desmond Tutu is a renowned South African social activist. In his speech, he speaks about Ubuntu. U-B-U-N-T-U. What do you mean by Ubuntu? Okay, listen. Ubuntu is an ancient African word meaning humanity to others. It also means I am what I am because of who we all are. Ubuntu is the essence of being human. It speaks particularly about the fact that you can't exist as a human being in isolation. It speaks about our interconnectedness. You can't be human all by yourself. And when you have this quality, Ubuntu, you are known for your generosity. We think of ourselves far too frequently as just individuals, separated from one another. Whereas you are connected, or what you do affects the whole world. When you do well, it spreads out. It is for the whole of humanity. So, Ubuntu is an ancient African word. It means humanity to others. It means compassionate to others. It also means I am what I am because of who we all are. In other words, we can explain a person is a person through another person. A person is a person through another person. A person becomes a person through another person. So, it's an essence of being human. It speaks particularly about the fact that we can't exist as a human being in isolation. It speaks about our interconnectedness. Ubuntu speaks about our interconnectedness. We can't be human all by ourselves. When we have this quality Ubuntu, we are known for our generosity. So in short, we can say we should be generous. We should be compassionate to others. That is what is Ubuntu. Okay. It means love, truth, peace, happiness, eternal optimism, inner goodness, etc. Ubuntu is the essence of a human being, the divine spark of goodness inherent within each being. From the beginning of time, the divine principles of Ubuntu have guided the African societies. How one interacts with other human beings, nature or the creator. Ubuntu was and still is the guiding principle. Ubuntu is extremely important in Africa and the world at large, as the world needs a common guiding principle of human values. Ubuntu is the core of human values, and without Ubuntu, mankind is enveloped by greed, selfishness, immorality, pride, etc. So, in short, we can say Ubuntu is love, truth, peace, happiness, eternal optimism, inner goodness, etc. It is the inner sense of a human being. It is the essence of a human being. So, from the beginning of time, the divine principles of Ubuntu have guided the African societies. It's extremely important in Africa and the world at large because the world needs a common guiding principle of human values. So, in short, we can say it's the core of human values. And without Ubuntu, mankind will be enveloped, mankind will be covered by greed, selfishness, immorality, pride, etc. I hope you understood the term Ubuntu. Okay, children. I uploaded a YouTube video along with this video. It's a concept of Nelson Mandela on Ubuntu. So just watch it and realize or understand the meaning of the word Ubuntu by Nelson Mandela. So here is a YouTube video. You have to watch it and you have to imbibe the good quality of Ubuntu. Okay children, now let's move on to the new portion. Listen. Even if the term Ubuntu is not present in Indian language, we can infer or we can conclude the same quality through the following words. Once again children, even if the term Ubuntu is not present in Indian languages, we can infer or we can conclude the same quality through the following words. In Hindi, Samman, Izzat, Maryada. These words conclude the same quality of Ubuntu. In English, dignity is the same word or the same quality that we can see through the word dignity on behalf of Ubuntu. So in my last class, I gave you a wide explanation with the example on dignity. So what do you mean by dignity, children? Having dignity means being treated with respect and treating others with respect. So, having dignity means being treated with respect and treating others with respect. So, the term dignity is defined like this, children. See, here it is. It's a state of being honor or respect. The term dignity is defined as the state of being honor or respect. So, we should respect and honor ourselves as well as others. We should respect and honor ourselves as well as others. We should see the immense worth. We should see the great value of each and every human being around us. We have many great people like Mother Teresa, Father Damien and Mahatma Gandhi. What did they do for the humanity, children? They have shown to us the importance of respecting the dignity of every individual through their lives. So what did they do, children? Mother Teresa, Father Damien, Mahatma Gandhi. They have shown to us the importance of respecting the dignity of every individual through their lives. So we are very familiar with the life and career of Mother Teresa. What did she do for the humanity, children? Mother Teresa opened a hospice at Calicut to treat the poorest of the poor, the destitute and the dying. Mother Teresa opened a hospice. What do you mean by hospice, children? Hospice means a home providing care for the sick or terminally ill. Hospice is a home providing care for the sick or terminally ill. So mother opened a home for the poor people. What's the name of that home, children? Nirmal Hridaya. So here is the picture of Nirmal Hridaya, Mother Teresa's home for the dying destitutes. What do you mean by destitute, children? Destitutes means extremely poor people. Extremely poor. So listen. Mother Teresa's destitute, where sick people receive medical attention and are given opportunity to die in peace and dignity. So what's the purpose of this Nirmal Hridaya, children? Mother Teresa's home for the dying destitutes. Mother Teresa's home for the dying destitutes is a place where sick people receive medical attention and are given opportunity to die in peace and dignity, according to the rituals of their faith. Muslims are read the Quran, Hindus receive water from the Ganges, and the Catholics receive the last rites. So, what did Mother Teresa do, children? She cared the sick people. She treated the sick people till her death. So, here we have to respect the dignity of every single individual. That is what is Mother Teresa had done in her life, children. She respected the dignity of every single individual, whether they are sick or poor. So here also we have to respect the dignity of every single individual. Lack of respect for human dignity leads people to violence bloodshed and injustice. So if every individual regards or respects the other with esteem, there would be peace on earth. Once again children, please listen. If every individual regards or respects the other with esteem, what do you mean by esteem? Respect and admire, there would be peace on earth. So let's see the beautiful words of Mother Teresa. What the poor need the most is not pity but love. What the poor need the most is not pity but love. A beautiful death is for people who live like animals to die like angels, loved and wanted. So that is what is the intention behind the institution Nirmal Hriday. A beautiful death is for people who live like animals to die like angels, loved and wanted. Okay, so human dignity. What do you mean by human dignity? Human dignity means protecting another's self-esteem. Esteem, I told you, the meaning of esteem is respect and admire. So we have to protect others' esteem. We have to respect others. Second point, a sense of pride that causes you to treat yourself as well as others with respect. It's a sense of pride. Human dignity is a sense of pride that causes you to treat ourselves as well as others with respect. And the third point, placing value on life. We have to keep or we have to give value on others' lives. So, given below are a few questions, children. Come to page number 21. Given below a few questions which might help you gauge your attitude and become aware of certain areas for improvement. So, what's the meaning of gauge, children? Measure. So, given below are a few questions which might help you to measure your attitude and become aware of certain areas of improvement. See the question, the first question, dignity of the self. Yes, no, sometimes, never thought about it. Read the portion, page number 20, and you can write the answers. No need to copy these questions to your notebook. You can mark it here itself in your notebook. The second question, in this self-respect reflected in the way you talk, behave, eat and grasp. The different ways you can show respect to your own self. Then the third one, dignity of the other. Do you treat others with the respect they deserve? Do you treat others with the respect they deserve? I hope you understood the question. Next one, do you look down on certain people because of their looks, gender or physical appearance? Do you look down on certain people? Do you disrespect certain people because of their looks or because of their gender or because of the physical appearance or because whether they are poor? Do you find it difficult to associate with persons having a different culture or religion other than your own and look at them with suspicion? What's the meaning of that question, children? Do you find it difficult to associate with foreigners? Or do you ever look at them with suspicion? Suspicion means doubt. Next one, do you treat people who do menial work with disdain? Do you treat or have you ever got the chance to treat people who do low graded jobs with disrespect? So have you ever got a chance to disrespect a person who does a low graded job? And the last one, what's your attitude to people who help us in everyday life like our housemates, watchmen, peons, bus drivers, etc. So you can mark your opinion in the textbook itself, and there is an assignment for you as usual. So here from page number 20 you have to find out 5 fill-up questions. You have to find out 5 fill-up questions and write a short paragraph on Mother Teresa. I uploaded a YouTube video on Mother Teresa. Watch it and write a short paragraph on Mother Teresa. Hope you understood what I said, children. So read the lesson thoroughly and find out the answers and do the assignments as I directed. Send it in my WhatsApp without any delay. Thank you.